Good morning. This is from writer Jane Michelson. It's July 4th weekend and we're all watching the fireworks together, and it occurs to me, what I love about America is not what the loudest America lovers love. I love the promises that America sets forth of an identity constituted not by race or religion, but by allegiance to certain ideals. We know that this ideal of liberty and justice for all has always been incomplete. Not everyone was included in this vision, even from the beginning of our nation. But, as Jane Michelson continues, these values measure our shortfall. They tell us where to navigate.
You be your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, the tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door, and Lazarus, the new Colossus.
All you who are thirsty, come to the water. You who have no money, come, receive grain and eat. Come, without paying and without cost, drink wine and milk. Come to me heedfully, listen that you may have life. If you bestow your bread on the hungry and satisfy the afflicted, then light shall rise for you in the darkness, and gloom shall come for you like midday. Then the Lord will guide you always, and give you plenty, even on the parched land. He will renew your strength, and you shall be like a watered garden, like a spring whose water never fails. You shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets in which to dwell. The Book of Isaiah.
This is an immigrant story from Umar in Los Angeles. I came to the United States at the age of 14 from Uzbekistan. The decision was my mother's. She felt like we needed a better life after my father died from lymphatic cancer. It was tough at first, but all I cared about is that I'm here now. I am 17 now, on my way to college. Although certain circumstances aren't as I'd like them to be, I will change that. After all, this is the land of opportunities.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of green, for purple mountain majesty. Above the fruited plain, America, America, God shed her grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
From Dr. Martin Luther King. The church must be reminded that it is not the master or the servant of the state, but rather the conscience of the state, the guide and the critic. We are the church. We must be the conscience of the state, the guide and the critic.
This is an immigrant story from Alejandro in Pasadena, Texas. My father was heading to work when the immigration was waiting for him. They had a warrant. They took him even though he has been living here for more than 40 years. Now he can't see his newborn grandson. My father is my role model. I just can't believe how they can do this to an innocent man. He's been in the immigration holding facilities for a year now.
From Rachel Carson. The few who dare must speak and speak again to right the wrongs of many. Therefore, I do protest against the boast of independence in this mighty land. Call no chain strong, which holds one rusted link. Call no land free, which holds one fettered slave. Until the mother bears no burden, save the precious one beneath her heart. Until God's soil is rescued from greed.
This is an immigrant story from Aswan in Portland, Oregon. I came to the U.S. on the Young Iraqi Leaders Exchange Program in 2014. My visa was for 1 month, and right in the middle of my stay, my family called me and told me that they had left home and they are refugees. Now my village was taken over by ISIS, and they are killing people for their religious beliefs. I applied for asylum in the U.S. and I did my interview 2 months ago. Now I am just waiting for the letter to come, and if they say yes, then I am safe here. If not, then I might have to go back, and I could be killed there.
We are the church. We are the conscience of the state, the guide and critic.
Oh, beautiful, for pilgrim feet who stir in passion stress, a thoroughfare for freedom beat across the wilderness. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea.
Today we pray for the dreams of our country, for the ideals of equality and freedom and welcome we still hold dear, for the prophetic voices and wisdom that light our way like torches, that they may not be extinguished. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
We pray for our church, that we will align ourselves in our prayer and our action with the excluded and the suffering. We remember today all those in immigration detention, those in prison, those in poverty. Christ have mercy.
Christ have mercy. We pray for the consciousness and the courage to change from our path of isolation and inhumanity. May we embrace a new path that fosters true peace and security, a path that follows in the footsteps of our brother, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Several years ago, 50 faith leaders from around the country signed a statement that read in part, "The demographics of the United States are changing. Soon, this country will no longer be a white majority nation, but a majority of minorities. We believe, as faith leaders, that this is a blessing and not a threat. When we face dangerous messages of racial fear, hate, and xenophobia, it is incumbent upon Christians to lead by example and show how the people of God can help guide the way toward a more diverse, just, and unified America. As Pope Francis has recently reminded us, the Christian vocation is to build bridges instead of walls."
This is an immigrant story from Bahare in Chicago, Illinois. I was born in Iran, and at the age of 10, my family immigrated to the U.S. in hopes of extended opportunities and freedom. My experiences as an immigrant child helped me gain an appreciation for the gift of life. Turning our backs on immigrant and refugee populations would mean we are no longer willing to contribute, to nurture others like myself, who have a chance to grow and to contribute to what makes America already so great. We cannot allow this administration to change the core American values that have been valued and admired throughout the world.
This is an immigrant story from Amelia in Lawrence, Massachusetts. My dad was deported when I was 16 years old. I know he is somewhere in the Dominican Republic, if he is still alive. I try not to think about it too much because there are so many questions and nobody to answer them. I'm now 22 years old and sometimes I wonder where he is and what he's doing. I know that he would be proud of me getting my bachelor's degree and becoming a teacher and a coach.
From author Jane Michelson. Our America is worth celebrating. It is the home of Sojourner Truth and Harvey Milk, Samuel Gompers, and Elie Wiesel. It is a place and an idea still in formation. I am a Christian, and I know that there are many more like me who must stand up and speak up and act out in the way following a follower of Christ. I see resistance as patriotic because it demands that our country live up to its values. The war protester is a patriot. The Occupy activist is a patriot. Real patriotism is a belief in the possibility of our ideals becoming real.
This is from Pope Francis, speaking about migrants, refugees, and asylums. All of them hope that we will have the courage to tear down the wall of comfortable and silent complicity that worsens their helplessness. We must move from considering others as threats to our comfort to valuing them as persons whose life experiences and values can contribute greatly. We must not be afraid of this water of life. As I have said, those that build walls end up being prisoners of the walls that they build.
We are the church. We are the conscience of the state, the guide and critic.
History says, don't hope on this side of the grave. Then, once in a lifetime, the longed-for tidal wave of justice can rise up, and hope in history rhyme. So hope for a great sea change on the far side of revenge. Believe that a farther shore is reachable from here. Believe in miracles and cures and healing wells. Cure Troy, Shamesy.
Oh